You will never be the same after hearing this urgent message from your Father in heaven. If you believe loved ones watch over you, stop what you are doing and watch this video completely. Your Father says, "My child, listen carefully, for this is the moment you have been waiting for. I have an urgent message that cannot wait any longer. What I need to tell you from heaven must be heard today. What I have been trying to communicate through signs and dreams must now be clearly understood. You have been searching for answers, looking for guidance, praying for direction, and now at this exact moment, I am sending you the message you need. You will never be the same after what you are about to hear from me. There is something I must tell you, something I have seen coming in your life, something that was hidden from your understanding but not from my heavenly view. I have heard every prayer, felt every tear, and now the time has come for me to speak directly to your heart. You have felt my presence, haven't you? You have sensed me nearby during your hardest moments. You have caught glimpses of signs I've sent. You have felt warmth when thinking of me. You have experienced moments where you just knew I was there, but the full connection has been missing until now. From heaven, I have watched over you. I have seen your struggles when no one else noticed. I have celebrated your victories when others missed their importance. I have been beside you through every step of your journey even though you could not see me. Now I must tell you something urgent about your path ahead. My child, I am reaching out now. I am sending this message with all the love in my heart. You will feel the power of these words, for they will touch the deepest parts of your soul. They will confirm what your heart has known but your mind questioned. They will give you direction when you stand at this critical crossroad. But do not be afraid of this message. Do not worry about what I need to tell you. What I am sharing is meant to protect you, to guide you, to help you make the right choice at the right time. You cannot move forward without this knowledge. You cannot find your true path without this guidance. That is why I am sending this message to you now. They told you time heals all wounds, but they never explained how parents in heaven still feel every moment with their children. Since I crossed over, I have not missed a single important day in your life. I have seen everything from your tears when alone to your smiles and happy moments. Nothing is hidden from me now, and that is why this message is so urgent. The weight of what I must tell you is heavy, but necessary. You have been walking a path thinking you were alone in your decisions. You have been making choices without knowing I see their consequences before they happen. You have been standing at crossroads wondering which way to turn. My child, this is why I must speak now. Do you remember those moments when you looked up and whispered my name? Do you recall the times when you asked what I would do in your situation? Do you remember feeling suddenly calm during your worst storms? That was me answering. That was me guiding. That was me sending my love across the divide. Now I am confirming what your heart already knew: I never left you. This message comes directly from heaven with urgency because there is a deadline approaching in your life. There is a moment coming where your decision will change everything. What you cannot see from your perspective is clear from mine, and I would be failing as your father if I did not warn you, if I did not guide you, if I did not share what I can now see. The veil between us is thin right now. The connection is stronger than it has ever been. That is not by chance or coincidence. The divine timing of this message matches perfectly with what is unfolding in your life. There are no accidents in how this message has reached you today of all days. From where I am, I can see what lies ahead for you. I can see the challenges coming. I can see the blessings waiting. I can see the people entering your life. I can see the opportunities about to appear. Most importantly, I can see the dangers that are hidden from your view. My child, I have watched you search for signs from me. I have seen you looking through old photographs, holding items that were once mine, visiting places we shared together. I have been there in all those moments, trying to reach you, trying to comfort you, trying to let you know that death did not end our connection. The love of a father transcends physical boundaries. The bond we share cannot be broken by death. My care for you continues from heaven, and that is why I must deliver this urgent message now. Time works differently where I am. What seems like years to you has been but moments to me. Yet I see the timeline of your life with perfect clarity, and right now, you stand at a crucial point. This message cannot wait another day. This guidance cannot be delayed any longer. The moment for you to hear from me is now, and I need you to listen closely to what comes next. Prepare yourself, my child. What I am about to share comes from the deepest love a father can have. You need to know how much I have seen, how closely I have watched over you since I left the physical world. I was there on that day when you stood by my grave, wondering how you would go on without me. I felt every tear that fell. I heard every word you spoke to me, thinking I could not hear. I was right beside you, wanting so desperately to comfort you, to tell you that I was still with you in a different form. I have watched you grow and change in ways that have filled me with pride. I have seen you face challenges that would have broken many others. I have witnessed your strength when you thought you had none left. From heaven, I have had the perfect view of your journey, and my love for you has only grown stronger. Do you remember that job interview you were so nervous about? I was standing next to you, giving you confidence even though you couldn't see me. That promotion you worked so hard for? I celebrated alongside you. The nights you cried yourself to sleep? I was there, trying to wrap you in comfort and peace. I have seen the relationships that have come into your life. I know which ones have built you up and which ones have torn you down. I have watched as you made friends who became like family, and I have seen when others betrayed your trust. Nothing has escaped my attention. When you visited those places we used to go together, I was there too. When you drove by our old home, I was sitting right beside you. When you made my special recipe and tears came to your eyes with the familiar smell, I was in the kitchen with you, smiling at the memories we shared. I was there for the milestones I missed in physical form. The graduations. The weddings. The births. The achievements. I have not missed a single important moment, even though you could not see me in the photographs or feel my hand on your shoulder. My child, I have watched over your health when you neglected it. I have worried about your stress when it overwhelmed you. I have tried to guide you toward better choices when I could see the path you were on would bring pain. My perspective from heaven gives me clarity about what truly matters, and sometimes I have wished you could see through my eyes, if only for a moment. There are times when you have made decisions that made me so proud, moments of kindness, integrity, and courage that showed the values I tried to instill in you. Other times, I have watched you struggle, learning lessons the hard way, and I have wished I could have spared you that pain. Remember that cardinal that appears when you're feeling lost? The song that plays on the radio at exactly the right moment? The sudden feeling of peace when decisions become clear? These are not coincidences. These are the ways I have tried to reach you, to let you know I am still here, still loving you, still watching over you. When you talk to me, whether out loud or in the silence of your heart, I hear every word. When you ask for guidance, I try to send it. When you wonder what I would think of your life now, know that I see the whole picture, not just the moments of struggle or doubt that sometimes consume you. I have tried to send you signs that I am at peace. That the suffering of my final days is long behind me. That where I am now is beautiful beyond words. Your worry about my soul can be put to rest. I am surrounded by light and love, reunited with those who went before me, and always connected to those I left behind. But my perspective from heaven also lets me see what is coming in your life. That is why this message is so urgent. That is why I have been trying to reach you more strongly in recent days. That is why signs and synchronicities have been increasing around you. There is something you must know, something you must prepare for, something you must understand before it arrives at your doorstep. My love for you did not end when my physical body did. My care for you did not diminish when I crossed over. If anything, they have grown stronger, purer, more complete. And it is because of this love that I must now share what I can see coming in your life, something you cannot yet see from where you stand. Listen carefully now to what I must tell you. There is a major change coming in your life. A crossroads where the decision you make will set your path. From my vantage point in heaven, I can see all possible outcomes, all potential paths, and that is why I must speak now. You have been feeling unsettled lately. You have sensed that something is shifting. Your sleep has been restless. Your thoughts have been scattered. Your intuition has been trying to prepare you. These feelings are real and they are important. They are your soul's way of readying itself for what is coming. Soon you will be presented with a choice. It may appear as a job opportunity, a relationship decision, a move to a new place, or an investment of your time and resources. Whatever form it takes, know this, it is more significant than it will first appear. This choice carries consequences that will ripple through many areas of your life. One path before you leads to growth, though it may seem more difficult at first. The other offers comfort in its familiarity, but limits what you can become. The easier road is not always the right one. The path with the least resistance does not always lead to where your soul needs to go. I see you standing at this junction soon, weighing options, seeking advice, trying to make the best choice. But there are factors you cannot see that I can now reveal to you. There are hidden blessings in what appears challenging. There are concealed difficulties in what seems easy. The timing of this decision is critical. Forces are aligning in your favor right now, but this window will not remain open indefinitely. Opportunities that are available to you in this season may not return. Connections that can help you now may not be in position later. This is why my message comes with urgency, because the moment to act is approaching quickly. You have been playing it safe for too long. You have been choosing security over growth. You have been allowing fear to make your decisions. I understand why the world can be frightening, and you have already faced much loss. But my child, you were not created for safety. You were created for purpose, for impact, for a life of meaning. Trust your instincts when this moment comes. The voice you hear guiding you in your quietest moments, that is where you will find wisdom. Not in the loud opinions of others, not in the anxious chatter of your fears, but in that still, small voice that has always known your true path. There are people coming into your life who will be instrumental in this next chapter. Some are already positioned, waiting for you to recognize them. Others will appear precisely when needed. Pay attention to unexpected connections and seemingly random encounters. Very few things in life are truly random. I would not be telling you this if you were not ready. I would not be sending this urgent message if I did not believe in your ability to handle what is coming. From where I am, I can see your strength, your resilience, your capacity for growth. I can see the person you are becoming, and it fills me with pride. This decision may require you to let go of something you have been holding onto for security. It may ask you to release old patterns, old relationships, old beliefs about yourself. This releasing is necessary to create space for what is trying to enter your life. Sometimes the greatest act of courage is simply opening your hands and letting go. Now I must tell you how to prepare for this coming crossroads. First, you must create moments of silence in your life. The guidance you need cannot be heard in noise and distraction. Find time each day to be still, to listen, to connect with your inner wisdom. This is where you will hear me most clearly. Begin to pay closer attention to synchronicities, those meaningful coincidences that feel like breadcrumbs on a trail. Notice repeated numbers, songs that follow you everywhere, names that keep appearing, books that fall open to exactly the page you need. These are not random, they are signposts guiding your way. When you feel doubts creeping in, and you will remember who you are. Remember whose child you are. Remember the challenges you have already overcome. Nothing is coming that you cannot handle, though it may stretch you beyond what feels comfortable. Trust the people who have proven themselves trustworthy. Be cautious with those who appear suddenly with grand promises. Not everyone who claims to have your best interest at heart actually does. Use discernment in the days ahead. Watch what people do more than what they say. There are practical steps you must take now. Put your financial house in order. Simplify what has become complicated. Release belongings that no longer serve a purpose. Create space in your life physically, emotionally, mentally for what is trying to enter. When this decision point arrives, do not rush. Take the time to consider all aspects. Seek wisdom, but do not pull the crowd. Too many voices will only create confusion. Select a few trusted advisors who know your heart and have demonstrated wisdom in their own lives. I want you to remember something important: failure is not fatal. Making the wrong choice does not end your story. Even if you stumble, I will still be here, helping you find your way back to the right path. What matters most is that you move forward with courage rather than remain frozen in fear. Look for me in the signs around you. I will do everything I can to make my presence known during this crucial time. That feeling of certainty that sometimes washes over you? That is often my influence. That dream where we talked as we used to. I was really there. That memory that surfaced at exactly the right moment. I helped bring it to mind. Do not let others rush your decision or pressure you into choices that don't feel right. You know more than you think you do. You have more wisdom than you give yourself credit for. And you have me, watching over you, sending guidance whenever you are open to receiving it. When doubt creeps in, return to gratitude. Count the blessings already present in your life. Recognize how far you have already come. Acknowledge the growth that has already taken place. Gratitude clears the path for wisdom and silences the voice of fear. Some days will be harder than others in the coming weeks. There will be moments when you question everything. When that happens, remember this message. Remember that I can see the whole picture when you can only see a part. Remember that I would not guide you towards something that wasn't ultimately for your highest good. Your life has been preparing you for this moment. The skills you have developed, the wisdom you have gained, the resilience you have built, none of it is accidental. You are equipped for what is coming, even if it doesn't feel that way. I will be with you through every step of this journey. When you need strength, think of me and you will find it rising within you. When you need courage, remember the courage I showed in my life. When you need love, open your heart to receive the love I am constantly sending you. This urgent message comes to you now because you stand at a pivotal moment. The choices you make in the coming days will set the course for years to come. Move forward with confidence, knowing you are not alone. Move forward with courage, knowing I am beside you. Move forward with hope, knowing that what awaits you is greater than what you leave behind. My beloved child, our connection transcends the boundary between heaven and earth. Though you cannot see me with your physical eyes, I am more present in your life than you realize. This urgent message is just one expression of my continued presence, my continued love, my continued guidance. The days ahead may challenge you. The decision you face may seem overwhelming at times. But I want you to know with absolute certainty, you will not face it alone. I will be right there with you, sending strength when you feel weak, courage when you feel afraid, clarity when you feel confused. Time moves differently where I am now. What seems like a long separation to you is but a moment in eternity. One day, you will understand this perspective. One day, we will be reunited, and all the questions that trouble your heart will be answered. Until then, trust that the distance between us is not as great as it seems. When you face this coming crossroads, listen for my voice in the quiet of your heart. Look for signs I will send to guide your way. Feel for my presence in moments of peace that come when you least expect them. I will use every means available to help you choose the path that leads to your highest good. You have always been more capable than you believe yourself to be. You have always been stronger than you give yourself credit for. Now is the time to step into that strength, to embrace that capability, to become the person you were always meant to be. Remember that love never dies. It merely changes form. My love for you is as real, as tangible, as powerful as it ever was when I walked beside you in physical form. Perhaps it is even stronger now, unconstrained by human limitations and perspectives. Go forward with confidence, knowing you are never alone. Go forward with courage, knowing I am watching over you. Go forward with peace, knowing that all will unfold as it should. This message comes with urgency, not to create fear, but to ensure you are prepared for the important days ahead. You will never be the same after this moment of decision, my child, but that transformation is exactly what your soul has been seeking. Trust the process. Trust your heart. Trust the guidance that comes from beyond the veil. And most of all, trust in the unbreakable bond between us, a father's love that even death cannot diminish. I am with you always. Now and forever. Every step of the way.